A lot of traders know about the Fibonacci tool. It's an incredibly easy to use tool that lines up perfectly and shows you key levels of resistance and support almost automatically based off price action. But what a lot of traders don't fully utilize is how you can teach a trading bot how to use this to trade for you. So today I have a Fibonacci trading bot that has a really secret entry that we've backtested and found a successful way to get this bot to program these levels automatically for you, update them as the chart progresses so that you don't have to do any manual drawing on your chart. So hit the subscribe and all the other buttons on your screen as we get into this video to help support the channel. So this is a trading bot that works on the Bitcoin 30-minute chart that I'm on right now. And I just want to show you some of the trades that this Fibonacci bot's able to take. These are automatically programmed levels, these boxes here. This is a short. We flipped to a long here. This is the long position open, this box right here. And it's a sniper. It took its profit at the very top, flipped to a short. And here is those levels here as we continue to go through different trends. Here's a couple of long wins. Take profit 1. Take profit 2, and there's some shorts here. Here is an example of a perfect short open, and it closes at perfect bottom right there. So this bot is perfectly capable of hitting those big trades for big wins. Let's see the win rate over time with a back test. So I have 83% win rate on this trading bot from a back test of 2023 to 2025 with a profit of 535, max drawdown of 13.09%, and total trades of 171. So what does that mean for a long-term strategy? Well, this is on the 30-minute Bitcoin strategy, so it can do a couple of trades every day or so, maybe 1 or 2 trades every couple days. So it's not going to be at risk of overtrading, but the performance analysis looks pretty good. The buy and hold comparison for this time was 400% profit, and we were able to achieve 517% profit using this strategy over this period of time. So we are able to beat buy and hold, which is a fairly good metric to look at. And the risk, the drawdown is 13.09%, which is fairly low. Sometimes if you get 40 or 50% drawdown, that's where it starts to get a little bit risky, especially if you're putting big money into a trading bot. So that's where we want to keep it down near that 10% level ideally. So let's go through how this strategy actually works. And it's open source, so you can grab this strategy right now in the Trade Tactics Discord. That link's down in the description below. And how you're going to find the strategy in the Discord is after you join, you're going to navigate to the forum section, the working scripts category, and then you're going to navigate down to it's this right here. I'm going to scroll to the very top so you can see, and then you're going to navigate to the 75 to 80% win rate on many crypto pairs. So this is a strategy by Big Man. Thank you for sharing this, Big Man. Shout out to Big Man in the Discord. And a lot of people have been working on this strategy in the Discord. There's a lot of messages in this channel, lots of different charts and different possible settings that people have been experimenting with. Different people have been updating it, posting their open source versions of it. So this is the full script right here. So you can just go ahead and download that by clicking the message download through Discord. Once you have that, you can head back to TradingView, or you can just look at other people's settings, see what they are running, and then you can head over to TradingView, put it on your screen. So to do that in TradingView, what you would do, the sign up link for TradingView is down in the description. I highly recommend using it. It's a really intuitive platform. You just click the Pine Editor tab, and then you would just open up a completely blank script, and you would paste that text file that you got in the Discord right here, and then you would hit Add to Chart. I already have it added to my chart, so I'll just go back here. Now, what is Fibonacci retracement, and how does this bot have a secret winning strategy using Fibonacci? Well, Fibonacci is a tool that derives a price range into key percentages. So typical percentages are 23.6. There's key price levels 61.8, 78.6 levels to highlight likely support and resistance zones based off trading sentiment historically. It's a psychological effect where usually those levels will line up almost perfectly. And if you use the tool on TradingView, which you can find on the left-hand column, if you just click this drop-down menu, there's a bunch of different Fibonacci levels here that you can play around with. But this strategy already just programmed into it based off the historical price levels. It will draw them on your chart automatically. So how this strategy utilizes Fibonacci, it automatically finds the highest high and lowest low in a chosen range. So it'll look back over your chart, and then it'll plot those key levels, the 23.6 level, which you can play around with, 50% level, etc., to find its decision thresholds. And markets often respect these natural ratios when pulling back, which makes them incredibly useful for plotting key levels and making decisions not only in manual trading, but of course in trading bots as well. So I'll give a quick example on chart, just drawing them. So let's do an example right now. So we're going back in time. This was our highest high. This was the lowest low. And suppose we are right here in time. So we will go to that highest high, go to the lowest low, and there is our trading range. So this is our support and resistance zones for the future. So let's see how this plays out if we fast forward in time and play out the chart as if we were trading off of these levels. So I'm just going to place some lines on these levels so we can draw them forward. So here are our lines. I'm just going to line that one up perfectly. And fast forwarding in time, these actually end up being our strong support and resistance levels. And you can see that these actually play out in the future as well. So going forward, these Fibonacci levels turn out to be super handy going forward. The price was creeping along these Fibonacci levels, using it as resistance in this area here, breaking down to our bottom support. And that actually ended up being the exact bottom before we retraced back upwards, using these levels again in the future. So super handy to have these levels. This resistance here ended up being too strong. We rejected off of it, and that's where the market completely rebounded back to the bottom of our zone. So it's an incredibly handy tool to have at your disposal, and this bot has it at its disposal automatically for you. So just going to remove those drawings there so we can just focus on our trading bot that's on the script. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to explain real quick what each element is on your screen so that you could fully understand how to use this trading bot. There is a central blue line at the middle of your screen flowing through the middle, and this is the trend finder. So it will find that central area, and it will only allow longs if you're above this line here. It will be red when you're below it. This line goes flat, and it will be blue when you are above that line, and that's where you will allow for long trades or short trades if it's red, this blue line here. That is the 50% central trend line, and so that's unlike a traditional trend line. It will be flat for some time, and it's kind of a psychological midpoint for price closes when it's above. Again, you only allow long trades, below only short trades. Now, the difference between this Fibonacci strategy and traditional Fibonacci indicators are, obviously, rather than manually drawing it, we have a script that does this for us automatically, allowing for hands-off entries, which you can automate. And a great way to automate that is registering for either Pinex or Bybit. If you use those sign-up links down in the description, not only will you get sign-up bonuses right now, but you'll lock in free access to a full trading terminal that I'm releasing in the short-term future. So I'll pin that as the top comment for you right now if you want. And this is the tutorial on Bybit, how to use webhook signal trading from TradingView. You would just set an alert on TradingView that links up to Bybit, and it's a one-to-one link. There's no middleman here. This is a one-to-one setup. There's a full tutorial right here on the page. You can find this on the Bybit website, and they have frequently asked questions, everything you need to know. And this will trade fully automatically hands-off for you. Now, the way the entry logic works in simple terms, for longs, the price must close above both the 50% line and the shallow retracement Fibonacci line. And for shorts, here's a really good one on your screen right now. It must close below that 50% line and below the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement line while that momentum is bearish. There's also a stop loss and take profit level, so it automatically places that ATR beyond the recent volatility, and it'll set that, it's by default set to a 2.1% ratio, but I have mine set to a 1.7% risk to reward ratio. And you can pause the video here. I'll just scroll through these settings so that you can input the exact settings that I have. I'm on the Bitcoin USDT chart. You can set it to whatever exchange that you are trading on. The sensitivity is a really important area to focus on, and these Fibonacci levels are the meat and potatoes of the strategy. And here is the last screen, so you can copy the exact settings that I have on the indicator here that you've grabbed from the Trade Tactics Discord. And then for the properties tab, I have initial capital 100, order size 100, and you can just use the exact same commission or adjust it as needed for your specific exchange. There's also a 50% partial profit that you can choose. It's optional, and it will take half of the profit at one level and then the rest of the profit at the next level. So this works for trend reversals really well because Fibonacci zones can catch those pullbacks as you fall through those key levels that are psychologically and persistently true over time. You can do some tests for yourself to play around with the Fibonacci tool on TradingView just to confirm that you like Fibonacci, but a lot of traders swear by it. And the built-in filters to this strategy help avoid that noise so that you can get cleaner reversal signals. There's also a version that works on the Solana chart, and doing a deep backtest to 2021, it has 19% drawdown with 1,500% profit. And the win rate is 76% profitable. Look at that amazing curve on your screen. This is the Solana 1 hour time frame that's able to snipe some really, really incredible entries and exits here on these shorts. It looks like it's grabbing every single bottom before it reverses to a long and then takes its profit all the way up there. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one.